So here is the coolest store in all of Tokyo. This is the corporate Tamiya head office, showroom, and also corporate store. It's brand new, and I'm gonna take you right into the showroom. This is a combination of a coffee shop as well as the actual store where you can buy the Tamiya goods. And guess what? This is a replica of the mini toy car that we have right here. So this is the toy car, and this is identical full-size version that's actually drivable with a real engine in it. And it is just so cool because it literally does look like just a toy car blown up. And look at the details. It's got a real Volkswagen engine in it apparently, and it's just absolutely amazing. Also, because it's a corporate store and it's a brand new store, it's got so many of the newest toys. I don't know about you, but I do remember growing up as a kid making model cars and painting them and assembling them. And here you can buy every possible combination of Tamiya models. Not just cars, but also these tanks, which I do remember making them as well. I mean, look at the intricate details of the showroom display. But of course, I'm gonna take you right into the car section. That's where my interest lies. And it's amazing amount of details here. These are called a Masterwork collection. So these are already pre-assembled, and you've got some fancy cars, including the Lexus LFA, which might be the one I might end up buying here. I can't find the LC, but you can also buy ones where you assemble yourself. And here are some classic cars as well. Now I gotta keep my voice down just because I'm not supposed to be talking too loud. But these are some of the more common Tamiya toys or assemble yourself type vehicles. Oh, here's the LFA. This is the one I might end up buying. Let me just pull it out carefully here. And this one is LFA 124 scale, very light. I think it's minimal assembly required. So this, I don't know, might be the one I might end up buying today. But there are some other choices I'm going to show you. Let's put this one back gently for now. And there are more military stuff here. Some more tanks, aircraft. And I do also remember assembling them as a kid, painting them. But let's go and take a look at more of the car stuff. There's some motorcycles and military ships, Navy ships, paint, parts. Wow, this gotta be a dream shop for those of you who might like assembling this kind of stuff. I haven't done it for years since I was a kid, but wow, this is tempting me to go back to my childhood days and maybe buy some stuff and assemble them and play with them. Now, this is I think this is the actual remote control section now. So you've got some cool stuff such as the Land Cruiser 300 series, Land Cruiser 40 series, and these are remote control cars. So you can actually race them, play with them, run them, even over off-road courses. There's a Bronco, which looks really realistic. But look at this one here. This is a Land Cruiser quad track, they call it. It has moving parts and so forth. It actually runs, which means you can actually run this anywhere because it's got the caterpillar motion. Some more cool cars down here. That looks like a GR Yaris and a Supra. Wow, this gotta be one of the coolest section here. Some vintage cars as well. And even some of the newer sports cars. I mean, look at it. It just looks like a real car, not a model car. More down here. These are high-speed off-road vehicles. And some vintage cars down here. And even, what is this? A rescue truck. This is huge. It's actually operational. So that's really cool. There's a Mitsubishi Pajero. I don't know, I'm kind of undecided. I'm not sure if I will do something like this one. That's Land Cruiser 40 series pickup truck. But these are quite big. I'm not even sure how I'm going to take this back to Canada, but you probably never find these outside Japan. We've got GR Supra, we got GT4 version of the Toyota Celica. I'm really hoping I can find Lexus LC. If I can, I will definitely buy it, but so far I can't find it. Number of different Supra models though, and that could be really cool. Now there is some demonstration videos here, and again, they're so well made. They just look absolutely real. I don't know, if I get into something like this, it could be dangerous. I could get really caught up with making and modifying and so forth. So I'm a little bit worried about getting myself too involved, but it's too tempting. Look at that Land Cruiser 40 Series one over there. That is huge. I probably can't take that one back, but it's just fun to see them around. Lots of parts over here. And these are some toys for kids, I guess. Moving robots, I think. I think you can self-design and make different versions of these robotics. Oh, these are actually solar car. So it's got a solar panel and it's powered by solar. And these are replica of the original Toyota solar race car that they used to have long time ago. So these are actually cool. And then even the centipede robot. So again, cool section. Still haven't found my number one choice here. Now we're into kids section here, and maybe these are more reasonable in terms of taking it back to North America because they're much smaller. These are like a mini cars. I think these are like a pullback cars over here, but there's some that's actually powered by batteries and motors. So these ones all here, you put small batteries in them and they actually run. They're not remote control, but they do move forward. And they're kind of like a concept car or more like an anime car. And these are actually pretty cool too. And they're much smaller, so maybe I buy a Supra anime car. Not sure yet. And they have little bumpers here, so you can run them on course, I think. I don't know enough about these model cars because I happened to just find out the Tamiya corporate store just opened up. And here's a whole play section for kids. They can try out different cars. So I don't know, I could be just a kid today, and let me take one of these remote control car, and I'm assuming that I could just play with it, but I'm trying to film at the same time. Oh no, I have to turn it on first. Let me try that. So I figured a way to turn this on. Let me just try this thing again. I'm trying to do one hand, so it's gonna be tricky. But these are like a motorcycle that leans and turns. I'm not doing too bad of a job considering I'm doing this one-handed. Okay, this is kind of cool. Let me see if I can bring it closer to me. Oops. Look at that. It leans. And it turns by leaning. Look at that. This is crazy. I can play with this for hours, and I probably shouldn't do that. But there's no one here because it's Monday here and it's pretty quiet. All right, so I better stop playing now. All right, so I'm gonna stop playing for now and take a look. I guess you can bring your favorite slot cars and put them in this race circuit as well. I'm not gonna do that right now, but and there's some other samples. These are, I think, for kids, kind of experimental type things. They can try even a different kind of railway track, I guess. This is a miniature version of the track as well. So lots of cool things, and it is my turn to figure out what I want to buy, which isn't going to be easy to do with so many choices. Let me go and take a look at what I'm going to do. All right, so let's go back into the store here and try to figure out what I want to buy. Now, I did ask some questions, and it turns out that most of these remote control ones are assembly required, and also you're gonna paint them, and you're gonna bind the separate remote control. So I think I'm not gonna do that right now just because I don't have too much time in my hand, and so I'm gonna not do that, which means I gotta go back and look for something that's already close to pre-assembled, or maybe it's not remote controlled to make it easier. And so I'm gonna go back to that section where they have some of the Mastercraft series. I think it's over here. And this is a master work collection that's already assembled. However, none of them are the ones that I really want. So I'm still trying to figure out maybe Supra, since I owned them before. Oh, but there's an LFA. So maybe that's what I end up doing if I can find the right color. And if they have one in stock, which I don't see right now, but I'm going to figure that out. So let me ask about that. There is also LFA here, but this one requires full assembly. He said you gotta paint them and everything. So if that's the case for this particular one, I may have to skip it. So you know what? I'm still here for a few more days. So why don't you guys let me know in the comments below which one I should buy, what I should buy. Pre-made die-cast models, or if I should buy one of the more complicated ones like this LFA and just take my time to assemble it, or if I should go full out and buy one of the remote control cars because they have much more interesting choices, and just take my time and assemble them when I do have actual time later, maybe in summertime, such as the Land Cruiser 40 series or 300 series, or something much more strange such as this Land Cruiser Track series. Maybe that's what I should end up doing. Let me know in the comments below so you can help me decide what to buy, and I'll come back to this store and try to figure out what to do. Until next video, I'm signing off for now.